Day 62. I just had a really good call with Sean for probably a few hours talking about pricing models and different things how to charge customers correctly, how to decide, I think, closer to who our target customer is, that kind of thing. I think really good conversation. I continue to be a proponent of unlimitedness, and he is not. He's more of a charge per report kind of person, and I don't know. I think we'll figure it out. I think the thing I kind of keep coming back to is like he just, I don't know. I think we both are really good about not about listening to the other person, and not thinking that they're wrong for no reason, So we'll keep learning on that. I've been working on user authentication for the website all day, and it's getting close. It's pretty close. So we're almost there, but got a couple little bugs we're gonna figure out. I just got off the phone with my wife, and she started her new job today. Today's the first day, and I didn't realize that she was like gonna be on call the next 2 days and like not home for the next 48 hours, which is crazy. She used to leave tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. and not come home until Wednesday at 5 p.m. So, or in 2 days. So, whatever. Here we go. it begins. But I guess it'll give me some time to get more stuff done, I guess, whatever else we can work on. So, it's going to be different, though. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, I'm still riding the high from this weekend with the bachelor party, and I'm just so grateful. I'm just so happy that I have these people in my life, that I can be close to and learn from and be motivated by and all these things. And just making sure that this is, yeah, okay. Yeah, get back to my goals, sticking back to it. My arms are a little sore from the 10 push-ups and pull-ups right now. I think it's also because we went whitewater rafting, and I'm still kind of recovering from that. But I do need to start pushing myself. Maybe I'll go up to 11 pretty soon. I haven't really hit a point where it hurts yet, and I can't decide if I should be, or because I know that'll make me too tired to do it the next day and the next day and the next day. But I guess I should push myself pretty well, because why not, So yeah, we'll keep going. But I definitely have a lot to talk about and think about. The hard part is finding the right time to do it. The right, like, I think I gotta do these podcasts at a different time of day or something, because it's usually at a time where I'm in work mode. I'm like problem solving mode. I'm like building and building and building. And I don't really want to talk about things. But other times I like really want to talk about things, but I'm like not, like, I'm too busy to like working on something else. So we'll figure it out. But still just really appreciating my friends and community. I guess the one thing I'll say is, like, I at the bachelor party, I was hanging out with one of the guys who's like currently trying to achieve his dreams and become a great person, and um and it's so different than people that think about it but aren't really taking active steps towards it. They're more of a like wait for the lottery kind of people. And I kind of thought about this more. I was like, he's kind of the person that I should be putting in my circle. He's the kind of person I should be learning from. I should be interacting with. He's the kind of person that like is doing things fundamentally different than other people. And I'm gonna ask if he wants to be in my circle, or I'm in his circle, I guess, because like I think he's a good person to latch on to and try to be more like. But if anything, it kind of reminded me of the difference in mentality between different types of people. Like certain people, nothing's wrong. It's just, they're more passive in their thought, decision making, how they spend their time and energy, how they prioritize things than others. I I go back to this story that I've heard, and maybe it's wrong. I kind of don't want to find out if it's. I kind of like my version of it, so I'm kind of scared it's not true. But this is my version of it. I swear I was reading on Wikipedia one day that Donald Glover from Community, Atlanta, Childish Gambino, he was going to NYU, and while he was going to college, he started writing episodes of new episodes of 30 Rock and mailing them into NBC. And that was it. And that's how he got his break. And they hired him. And I think this is the difference between people, right? Because I can tell that story and you already know how it ended. By knowing his name, that he's famous already. So it's it doesn't really land that I can't imagine, there's two types of, or there's a million types of people, but the person I want to be is this person. He's going to college. He's probably overwhelmed with the vastness of college. You can do anything. You can be in any group, any team. You can party anywhere. You have a million people you can interact with. You can be making friends with people left and right. There's so much stimulus and there's so little time responsibility. It's everyone encourages you to be very irresponsible with your time. And that is when he was probably, I'm making this up, but I don't know for a fact, but I'm gonna pretend this is the story, because I like it this way. But it probably is true. He's not going to parties. He's could be hanging out with his friends, but he's not. He's sitting in front of his computer. He's rewatching the same episode over and over again, trying to tweak the A story and the B story and the C story. He's grinding. He's obsessed with creating these characters, understanding the characters, understanding their attributes, their thoughts, their needs, their wants, and finding a new way to package them to create a new funny episode. He's learning how to do his dream job by doing it, not by wanting to do it or taking a class in it or whatever. I'm sure there's a lot of things that you can do or he did do to get better at it, but none of them are doing it for fun on Saturday night, or not for fun, for serious. I shouldn't say that. Not for fun, for serious, for his future. It just kind of blows my mind that an 18-year-old or 20-year-old or whatever would have that much thought process. There's millions of people that want to be actors or writers or whatever. And the idea that there's some 20-something-year-old kid sitting in his dorm room while everyone else is out partying, and he's sitting there analyzing deeply and probably so upset every day, thinking he's not good at this and he never will be. And that it's that the struggle, once you whatever you're after, you get after someone tells you that you're good at this, you start raising the next level, and you start building another rung of the ladder and everything. But when everyone's actively telling you you're bad at this, when your family's saying, just enjoy college, what are you doing? When your friends are saying, come out, who cares? Just, do that tomorrow. It's fine. When everybody in your life is saying, that's not important, you're wrong, you're not good at this, this is probably a bad idea. And there's some people out there that just do it anyways, and it's not that they don't feel, I used to believe that they didn't feel what I feel. I'm a human, they're not. I'm feeling like I'm a failure. I'm not good enough. I will never be good at this. I am not enough and I never will be. And I assumed that great people don't feel those things. But the truth is they do. They just don't care. They just know, and this is why it was really fun and interesting to meet one of them, actually, because I don't have a lot of people like that in my corner, or the people that I interact with normally, that they say, that they measure their life in terms of how close they are to their goal, rather than just kind of passively making one small decision every day and never actually working on it. Like they're measuring their time and how close they are to their actual achievement because they're working on it every day and can measure that, versus like the lottery argument, which is like, one day we'll like do it. Like with, well, if you're not actively working towards it, you're probably not going to ever accidentally do it. You're never, and even if you did, you wouldn't have the skills to actually, like, this is the argument about like when people win the lottery, they usually lose the money immediately. It's because they often didn't have money to begin with, and they're not wrong and bad and stupid. It's just they don't have the skills to do that kind of thing. Like if I think I made this argument before. Like if I woke up tomorrow with unlimited athletic ability, I wouldn't necessarily be a professional athlete because I don't actually have the training regimen or the thought process or the discipline to actually execute that, to actually be as accountable as they need to be, let alone the skill, like all the other things too. And so it's not necessarily just any one of the things. It's the waking up and doing it every day. And that's what great people do, like you wake up and you do it. And when your brain tells you, or somebody tells you that you're bad at this is stupid, you're wasting your time, or just they scratch that like FOMO itch. They just go, oh, you're gonna regret this. Like, oh, like we're all doing stuff right now. Like, it's so funny because you don't have a good argument back. You just say, like, I don't know. I gotta find out more about like what great people say to themselves in those moments, because I like to believe that they have this like amazing comeback that says like, like I'm definitely gonna make like this. I mean, they definitely are usually more confident, and they have this like I'll make it one day if I keep trying kind of vibe. But like, I'm sure it's just as torturous as what I feel, which is I'm wrong, I'm stupid, I'm bad, and no one loves me. I'm sure they feel that too. Like they must feel that. They're human. Like they are me. I am them. I'm just not making the same decisions as them. I mean, I'm actually trying to be more like them with this stuff, but if anything, I'm just wrapping my head around the whole concept of like how insane you have to be sitting alone in your dorm room at the age of 18 or 20 and watching 30 Rock reruns and sitting around thinking about what would Kenneth say right now. Then what would Donahue, like, how would he look when that person's talking? Like, what would he be doing? What would Liz Lemon retort to that? Like, he was earning the job that he eventually got when they hired him on as a writer, when they finally liked one of his, I don't know how many scripts he wrote. I don't know how many hundreds of hours he put into each one of these scripts. He said, I'm going to get a job here, and I'm not going to get it by luck. I'm going to get it by skill, and I need to work to acquire that skill. And maybe I need to put in 1,000 hours or whatever of time to acquire that skill. And that's fine. Here, take my money. Here, take my hours. Here, take them. I don't need to go see this movie. I don't need to go see my friends right now. Here's my 1,000. You know, like here's another one, here's another two, here's another 5 in the bank. Let's just keep putting some more hours in the bank, you know? And that's all it is. Put some more hours in the bank, you know? And eventually you're going to win by whatever, your dream, you know? Put the hours into your bank and then you can buy it and then you can win it, whatever, you know? But you don't get your dream by thinking about how cool it'll be one day, you know? You get your dream by struggling to acquire said knowledge and skill that will make you good at that thing, you know, at that job that you want or that dream that you have, you know. I'm not going to own a company by thinking about how cool it would be to own a company, you know. I'm not going to have abs by thinking about all the places I'm going to go shirtless once I have abs. This is how I'm going to have abs and have a company, have a dream job, and be wherever I want to be, you know, by putting time in every single day. And I have some red days, you know, I have a lot of red days, and I'm not proud of that, you know, but I just got to keep the streaks alive, you know. What if Donald Glover just said, I'm going to write for 2 hours every day, you know? What if that's all it was? It's just an everyday thing. Either way, you need to put hours in. And very often you cannot just batch them together and get a whole bunch of work done. You have to make it part of your life, part of your brain. You have to be working on it constantly. The hours that I'm working on my startup are the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. I'm doing other things in those moments because I have to. But I'm always looking for opportunities to take something I just heard or said or saw or thought and apply it to my startup. Every moment. And every moment I don't actively have to be working on something else, I'm working on the startup. You know? And after a few years, I'm going to earn the job that I want. You know? I'm going to earn it. I'm not going to win it. I'm going to earn it. I can sit around and think about how great or it's how fun it's going to be or whatever, but like it's not going to happen then, you know? And even if it did happen, if someone said, you know, I saw your podcast, I think you should be the founder of this company, blah, blah, I would be awful at it. You know, I don't want to fail at my dreams. I want to achieve my dreams. So I can either earn them so that I have the dream and can have it, or I can not have it, you know? Like there's no way of accidentally being good at these things that people are really good at. You know? If there is, I would have heard about it. And those random stories about people that tried something once and were really good at it are usually made up or don't exist or so trivial it's stupid, like how many bananas you can eat in a minute or something dumb. Like, great, cool. You know, you have to struggle to feel valued. I have to struggle for this company is not valuable to me or anyone else unless I'm struggling to build it and struggling to learn those skills. Those skills aren't useful, aren't valuable unless I struggle to get them. You know? Skills that you win the lottery and receive are not valuable. No one wants them. No one wants to be your business partner. That is of value. No person that's of value wants to be your business partner if you won the lottery. I'll say it right now. I firmly believe that. If people want to be your business partner, they're bad people. They're trying to take advantage of you. Because if they wanted to be your business partner, they would have been your business partner before you had the money. You know? If you were a good business partner, if you were going to be a valuable asset to the business, they would have called you before you had the money because you had the skills that will make the money, you know? But you don't get those skills by partying and hanging out and doing stuff. Like, you just got to do it every day. You just got to, like, just keep the streak alive, you know? Like, your reptilian brain wants to believe that if you're not in a good place, you've not been in that good place for days, months, and years. And then this really helps me. This helps me, and this helps me realize that it's actually only been 2 days or 4 days. But it's not been this like lifelong struggle that I like to like paint this narrative, you know? It's like a very trivial amount of time and a very normal amount of struggle for how difficult the task is. Why would I expect anything else? Why would I not struggle on a task that's hard? You know? So I think I give myself this pep talk every couple days now. But like just just go, you know? Just do it today. Do it. Do your stuff today. Like there is no reason other than you don't want it. Did Donald Glover want it or not want it? All of his dorm mates or whatever that were going to parties or whatever didn't want it. They pretended they did. They were sad when they didn't get picked. They were jealous when he got the job. But they were partying when he was writing scripts, you know? Fundamentally. That's the difference, you know? So I think that's what it comes down to, you know? You have to be obsessed to achieve your dreams. The people that achieve their dreams work on them every day. I'm going to achieve my dreams if I work on them every day. It's day 62, and I think if I would have said that most of the days before now, I'd say days 0 through 50, I would have said it and not felt it. But I'm feeling it. Day 62, I'm feeling it. That I will achieve my dreams when I earn them, when I earn it, when I put the time in. I will achieve every dream I have because I will put the time in and earn it. Putting the time in is the only way to achieve your dreams. Feels good. It feels good to finally believe that. And you know what's helping the most? Sean. We put the time in and we have something now, you know? It's been like 2 months and we have something that's useful, something that's important, something that's valuable. And we're trying to decide like how valuable, how to make it more valuable, whatever. But like, it's valuable, period. You know, and it's going to be way more valuable in like a month, you know? And then we're going to become more valuable. I'm becoming more valuable every single day because I'm choosing to learn how to be more valuable every day. It feels good. I feel more powerful every day. I feel like I'm understanding more about life. I feel like I'm understanding more about business. I'm feeling understanding more about myself every day as a result of me trying to. Me deciding to learn something new today, grow, try, and put the time in. You know? I think it's so easy to passively try something, do something for years and get a little bit better and then realize that you're just getting laughed by all these people that are taking it very seriously. I'm still not taking this company serious enough, I think. I still have a ways to go. I'm not waking up at 5 a.m., programming until 7, and then taking the kids to school. I am not like going to bed on time so I can program later, program earlier later. Like I am not doing that kind of stuff yet. And I'm saying yet because that person is the person that becomes a billionaire. You know, that's Donald Glover. You know, am I Donald Glover? Am I Donald Glover? I don't know. I'm not there yet though. I need to get there to become Donald Glover. So day 62, I feel better. I feel like I believe that I can achieve my dreams with enough effort. And now I need to decide my level of effort because I've turned it from a 2, I'd say until like 7. I'd say a 6 or 7. And I need to decide if I'm going to take it to a 10. You know, a 10 wakes up at 4 a.m., works out, works from 5 to 7, takes the kids to school, works from 8 until 5, hangs out with the kids until 8:30, works from 8:30 to 10, goes to bed early, gets up at 4. So we'll see. It's a good checkpoint, though. I'm glad I'm checking in about this. Do I want to be Donald Glover? I need to write that on a post-it and think about it every day. What would Donald Glover do? What would Jeff Bezos do? You know? All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Our goals, our dreams are coming. Okay? We're getting there.